Hello students, in the last lecture we studied tertiary structures of the proteins and quaternary structure of the proteins and denaturation of proteins. Okay, denaturation of proteins is based upon high temperature or acid base or even mechanical agitation. This is mechanical agitation. Okay, what is this mechanical agitation? The very common example is that from the yogurt, by churning that yogurt means by using mechanical force on that yogurt, we get butter. Okay, this is nothing but mechanical agitation. Okay, something that in Marathi agitation is for the andolan. Okay, and that the mechanical churning, like this mechanical churning gives agitation in that yogurt and we get butter, and which is in the another form, that is the proteins are in the another form which are present in the yogurt. Okay, this is the reason behind that, and that is the example of denaturation. I told in the last lecture that even raw egg converted into boiled egg, or the in a chicken or mutton stock, the proteins are initially in the liquid state, but when they cool down they are in the jelly form. Okay, this is nothing but denaturation of proteins. Okay, now our next topic is enzymes. Okay, enzymes are very important. They are having very important role in our metabolism. This is very important. All these things you studied in biology also, but as a biomolecules in a biochemistry we are going to study in our chemistry syllabus also. Okay, so these enzymes are nothing but biological catalysts. We know so many catalysts in our chemistry. Now these enzymes are biological catalysts. This is important. Means what? It's chemically these enzymes catalyze the reaction. Means we know the catalyst is the chemical compound which initiates the reaction or which enhances the rate of reaction, which is not taking part in the reaction but which is helpful to enhances the rate of reaction or catalyze that particular reaction. These enzymes are nothing but again proteins. So this is also, enzymes is also the part of proteins. Enzymes are made up of proteins. Okay, so we have to remember enzymes are proteins. Okay, so most of the enzymes catalyze only one reaction or one group of similar reactions. Just like in our chemistry, mineral acid, that is the H plus ion concentration we use for the catalysis, and we have the three types of hydrolysis reactions: hydrolysis of esters, hydrolysis of acetyls, hydrolysis of amides. Everywhere we use mineral acid as a catalyst. It catalyzes these substrates into carboxylic acid and alcohol, and also many for the esters, then for the acetyl different, then for the amides different. But we can use commonly mineral acid as a catalyst for the hydrolysis of esters, acetyls and amides. But in when we are going to use enzymes, then enzymes only catalyze amides. Means enzyme can use as a catalyst only for hydrolysis of amide, not for esters, not for acetyls. So these are very specific. These are highly specific. Any enzyme you cannot use anywhere in any reaction. A very specific reaction, in the very specific reaction you can use a very specific enzyme. You have to remember this thing. It is highly specific. Okay, so now next topic is mechanism of enzyme catalysis. Mechanism of enzyme catalysis. This is very interesting, mechanism of enzyme catalysis, and this is known as lock and key mechanism. lock and key mechanism. We know that each and every lock has its own key. Okay, remember this thing. Any key you cannot use to open any lock. This pair is always definite. This is always fixed, lock and key. Any lock cannot be opened by any key. A particular lock can be opened by particular key. And same thing is here in enzyme catalysis mechanism. In enzyme catalysis mechanism. Now see this figure number 14.23, enzyme catalysis. This yellow, a specific structure is nothing but enzyme. This is our enzyme, and this structure of enzyme acts as a lock. It acts as a lock. Okay, then this green one is the substrate, and this substrate acts as a key, and this substrate is also having particular shape and size. Okay, then and then only if that substrate is having right size and shape according to this enzyme, then and then only this can fix in his like this way. Okay, this can fix in this portion in this way, and there is formation of enzyme substrate complex. Enzyme substrate complex. Okay, now again the very important thing is here that this formation of enzyme substrate complex has very low activation energy. Means providing a very low activation energy, it can be activated, and if the low activation energy, then the rate of reaction is very high. So by using enzymes as a catalyst, we get fast reactions. Such type of example we studied in halogen derivative also in SN1 and SN2 mechanism. If this activation energy is very low, then rate of reaction is very high. If the activation energy is more or is high, then rate of reaction is low. Try to understand. Okay, this is all connected to each other, each and everything. If your concept is clear, you can apply it anywhere and you will get a good idea about that. You can understand that topic very well. Okay, so here then this enzyme substrate complex is having a very low activation energy, so rate of reaction is going to increase, and very fast we get product like this. See, this is a substrate, now this is converted into product, and it is going to use for the further processes, for further reactions, for further absorption, or to give us energy, or to give us different type of residues or the complexes which we can use for our metabolism. Okay, for our further well-being of the body. And this enzyme remains as it is. And we can use it again for the same type of reaction. Specifically for this type of reaction, and that's why enzyme called as catalyst. We can use it again and again. This helps to convert the substrate to the product, but it remains as it is. Here, both on the all these in the three steps is remain as it is. Okay, I hope you are getting this point. Okay, so this is our mechanism of enzyme catalysis, that is known as lock and key mechanism. Then next one is, what are the industrial applications of enzyme catalysis? What are the industrial applications of enzyme catalysis. These are the industrial as well as so many applications which are very necessary for our body functioning or body working. That is nothing but conversion of glucose to sweet tasting fructose, and such type of conversion is possible only due to glucose isomerase enzyme. Glucose isomerase enzyme. What this uh, enzyme useful? This enzyme is useful for conversion of glucose to sweet tasting fructose. Okay. Now one more enzyme is there, that is the penicillin G acylase. Penicillin G acylase, and this is used for the new antibiotics. This is also, we know the penicillin as an antibiotic. Penicillin G acylase used for the new antibiotic, and that antibiotic is beta lactam antibiotics. So the new generation of the antibiotic, we can use this type of enzyme, and which is known as beta lactam antibiotics. Then one very commonly used enzyme is protease, and this is used for the manufacturing of laundry detergents. This laundry detergents we know very well. In ad also they added there, the active enzymes are added in detergents. Okay, so इसकी कमीज़ मेरे कमीज़ से सफ़ेद कैसी, because in that detergent active enzymes are added. Okay, and that is nothing but the proteases, and so that detergent works very well. Even such type of detergents used in operation theaters also, to remove the blood stain, to remove the serum or whatever the liquid stains, and even to sanitize the hospitalized instruments. Such type of detergents we used where proteases is added. Okay, this is all for our enzymes. Now our next topic is nucleic acid, and in the next lecture I am going to explain nucleic acids. Thank you, students.